Okay, so many things just to clarify. Uh, we live in two worlds. One is logical and second is illogical. In logical world, everything is like you can teach the education, you can like make somebody learn it. But when we come to the illogical world, which is called spiritual world, or which is like sannyas world, there learning is very low level in the sense you can't really teach somebody unless until you have a desire. So techniques will be discussed, how we teach, how should we practice, because there are more than 100 meditations in the market if you look around globally. Now questions in your mind should come, why we should practice Shiva Shakti, faith, dhyan, senses, synchronization, meditation. One thing is very clear. Now we will talk on the high level why we practice this meditation. Two-way approach are. Many meditation practitioners will tell you don't think or don't pay attention, just you withdraw inward and things will settle down, you will calm down. That approach work in some point, many times it does not work. Because if I tell you not to think about any subject, I can bet you in the night you will be always thinking about that thing. Because I have told you not to do that. And we saw that during COVID, when we were told not to go out, we wanted to go out. Because we feel like something has been denied. So that is our monkey mind. Because we come from our ancestor, they were living in these caves and fight and flight. So our mind is still work like a monkey mind. So that is the one fundamental. What meditation, whatever meditation you adopt, whether it is like Buddhism or you go to Jain or is Taoism, many philosophies, but end of the goal everyone has same. It is bringing calmness, compassion, empathy, and having the love. So coming back to the Shiva Shakti, so our senses, if we go back to Gita, or we all figure out the world we see is our delusion or our perception. Things are not the way as they seem. Even with these eyes, whatever we see, if we go in scientific details, 90% what we see is not the reality. Because these are just instruments which give us some images and we react based on those images. So idea was that how to do the senses purification. Because if we go with the Gita wisdom, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, these senses are wider than controlling a wide wind. You can control the wide wind, but path you won't be able to control your senses. And if you can control your senses, then you will be having a fixed mind, and fixed mind means you will have a bliss, you have no headache, no tension, no work stress, no health issue. How it is related? If we look at today, with the last 40-50 years, Western world is working more on the mental issues. 50 years back, medical science was more about physical. But now you call and you need an appointment with a psychiatrist, you won't get for 3 or 6 months. There is a long queue. Because the mental illness is causing physical illness. So, and why this is happening is because the more dynamic world we are moving, more stress is coming. So the stress is the biggest health enemies, and which we buy free. Because anytime you have a thought or stress thought, you get a chemical called cortisol. So it is just how the science is connected with the meditation, what we do. So this cortisol is a chemical which deplete our antioxidant. If they are gone, then we start losing body dynamics. Some people say my immune system has been compromised. So a lot of like you go and read research, all this comes how they figure out Western world why this meditation should be practiced. So that is the one. Now coming back to, so how we purify the senses, because there are few words which has been given by Krishna in Gita, and the control is how to get a fixed mind, means like non-discriminated mind. When I see you, I don't have a pre-biasness, because what happens if we have reservation, we start manipulating ourselves. You will go to work and you already feel your boss is not good. Okay, as soon as something unfavorable is happening, you will say, I know this guy doesn't like me. So you're adding more power to it, even though what was the case. So there are a couple of reasons why we have to work on this senses purification. So idea was that difference between, now there is a difference what scientists think and what spiritualists think. There is a gap, because religion does not want to follow anything. They blindly told you, okay, here is Shiva, you just he is the god. And if I ask you who are you, half of you are going to say, I'm not body, I'm soul. Raise your hand, who thinks you are soul, not body? No one?
Did not understand the question at all.
Raise your hands who think.
Who think, are you body or soul?
Soul.
Raise your hand. Okay, now my question back to you is, how do you know you are soul?
Because we breathe. What we think, what we like, what.
Because since childhood that has been told to us. This body can be slain, but path, this soul is energy which cannot be slain. It cannot be wet with the water. It cannot burn with the fire. So don't worry for these bodies which you think you are going to kill. This Krishna is saying to Arjuna, okay, we overheard this many times. So now the difference comes, remembering and realization. Remembering is, you have memorized things, is good, but realization is when you experience it. Like, I can read a swimming book, okay, this is backstroke, this is flip stroke, this time, but I cannot swim. Likewise happen between reading and remembering. Realization is the same knowledge you will attain when you practice and you experiences. So the way you realize your soul is when you practice death meditation. Means like you reach to a point where this body, like every night we die. How many have you experienced, like when you can see you are separate, thoughts are going, even you are walking, you can literally feel you are not the same body. Because think about this, when you go in your dream, how you can travel, you are not using any part of your body. So that debate still goes on the science part. How come the things happen in the dream and when we come back? So you should be asking question to yourself, whether that is my real life which I do in the dream, or this is my real life. Because it's raise a question, what is reality? Because if you become so aware, they call like lucid dream, so you can write your destiny. This is science fiction, or some people have whatever they call, but cannot be proved. But still research goes on. Bottom line is, try to understand each thing what you heard, just try to experience it. So in order to do the experience, so the challenge was how to go into this meditation. Like if we go for other meditation, you sit idle, but problem come when you sit idle, not everybody can do it, or not everywhere it can be done. So the technique or the concept what we come up with, having a faith-based meditation. 2 reasons. We have 70% part of us which is water. Water has blue color. We have also sky component which is blue. And Shiva also has the blue color. So the concept was done, if we start meditating, and this naturally happen, Few years back when I woke up and I realized, I don't know, I just don't see him as a god, which I was told. I start seeing and visualizing, just so I start feeling very relaxed. As somebody say, like a lot of stress you want to bring down. Because when I was looking that image, I start feeling something is taking away from me, whatever like headache or whatever mind was going. And you can practice this very quickly. Like you can become so quickly transcendental. If you start practicing, you will be switching yourself. Like you come, go to a meeting, you have rough meeting, you want to come, just focus on different, just start visualizing, you will see the change. You become totally different person. So with that idea, we start meditating on this.
What are we visualizing? When you say visualize, when you are in stress, come out of it and visualize.
Like I can visualize the sky, I can visualize nature. That is our original. So initially I start visualizing on Shiva. So always like everyone has seen. Another philosophy is think about what we have inside is our own nature, true nature, which is having blue because it has high frequency. So and we see everything as a vibration. We don't see as a body. If you look and you go like, say for example, you ask doctor, he check in it, they talk in blood pressure terms. But in terms of meditation or energy, now we are talking ourselves as energy part. Like as for every food has that many calories. So technically we all are a packet of small energies. And if we go with the Einstein equation E is equal to mc square, we can see as the mass is less, the velocity is going to increase because energy is constant. And the research of what is still going on in Arizona and other places, the consciousness and subconsciousness, when somebody died, what happened? They are able to figure out, scientists, something is there in the universe, consciousness, but they are not able to figure out how to capture or what to do. That's why I was saying many illogical things have no logical reason. But you can experience it. The issue came, it cannot be reproduced. Say for example, if I experience, doesn't mean you can experience, or I can teach you to experience that. Because many things goes, how much deep you go and how much sacrifice you can do. Because the journey of this meditation, which is like Shiva, Shakti, faith, senses, synchronization, is end of the day you won't get anything. You will lose everything. Like if you go to a training course, you attend some training, you get some knowledge, you go and use your work. Because in this world, spiritual world, if you start walking, you will be losing everything. Because you won't be greedy, then you won't get what you need. You cannot cut corners. So a lot of life, somebody was saying, mindfulness, empathy and all that. It will be very challenging to live in a world where language is different. But you start enjoying once you learn those techniques. So idea is that senses purification. So once senses are purified, think about how we perceive. If I'm using a glass, so I'm seeing things clearly, okay. Whatever we are here, whatever we touch, everything, our life is based on this 5 senses input. Fundamentally, if they are not purified in terms of what they're supposed to be or non-discriminatory, so means whatever information is coming, it's just like a software developer has write the program where they were supposed to calculate 5% of tax, but they are calculating 9% because there is error in the code. Likewise happens with the human being. That's the reason as the child we grow, we start getting things on us. All this purification get polluted. That's the reason, like if we go in Bible, Jesus say, you become a child and you come to me. So he is trying to say is like a child is so pure. If you can, in this body, even in grown up, you can live as a child, you can realize me. So whatever you believe in God, whatever you can realize anybody and you can connect with anyone because they are like consciousness. It's just more your energy level goes higher, you will be able to connect. The word when we use connect is that is the all like a meditation does. You become so lighter and in high vibration. You have different aspect of life. The same because there will be no stress or worry. The reason would be what you worrying for. You have nothing to lose. Because think about this. If I give you two necklace and I tell you both are diamond, you will be worrying. But if you know they are not diamond, you don't worry. Because you just treat them, they are like a fake, they are not priceless. So likewise is going to happen. Until we explore our hidden part, we don't know what is other part. It's just like our smartphone. We just using for basic feature. We live our life just making the phone call. Okay. If you get some 80-year-old, he will say, yeah, it does not matter. I have to just dial the punch in a number and work. But if you give like a 8-year-old, he can do everything. Snapchat, Flip, Facebook and all that. So likewise is our life. So we have to explore ourselves. It's not like we can build a supercomputer, but we also have supercomputer power inside us. So this all goes like on the benefit of different perspective, like why we practice meditation, what type of like you do. So lot of like list is there, what benefit, but giving the time fact like that is separate issue. So we will start practicing now. So the way it is going to work, like I will be as a pronouncing this step. So you will be chanting. We will start with chanting, then clapping, then singing. So this is like sound healing. So we will doing the universe healing. So the concept of universe healing is comes from physics, object at this distance. So what happens is like if you go into water pond and you have two balls, you hit one ball at one place, you can send vibration at second place. So likewise is in universe. Or you throw a stone, I think many of us has done in the childhood, this stone goes far away, all the waves goes around. So likewise is the concept, whether it is quantum physics or it is in the meditation. The idea is going higher vibration, collective consciousness. The word overly you will use in terms of science is collective consciousness. Means like if I have to go on higher energies, so I will be working in a group rather than remaining in lower shell. The more we become apart from this body, the more experience we can have where is quietness comes. So now, not to take further, we will close our eyes and we will start. Shiva. 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 Now we will focus on our breath. As we say Om, we will inhale. On Name, we will pause. We don't have to do for more second. If you can do 1-2 seconds, that's okay. And on Shiva, we will exhale. So idea is that this body is nothing except a meat piece if this breath is taken away. So we will focus what is the energy which is running this body, because this is the Shiva Shakti which is running the universe. So that will be our first gratitude towards the universe divine for giving us this breath which is running this body. So now as we say Om, so we will inhale, at Name we will pause, and on Shiva so we will exhale. For pause you can just do in your mind, you don't have to chant if you cannot. Om Shiva. Om Namahe Shiva. Om Namahe Shiva. Om Namahe Shiva. So far what we have done, we have purified the environment, we have realized the difference or the energy which is running this body. So we are paying attention to the breath, which is the thread which runs this body. With that understanding, now you can visualize for 30 to 60 seconds either the image of Shiva, and just keep looking into your mind, or if you have different beliefs, you can see the sky which is blue. Just keep thinking, just see the visualize. More you are seeing, more broader image this is happening. Initially it was just like a small ball. Now as you keep visualizing the image with your closed eye, as you inhaling and exhaling, the energy is going with an inhale, but every exhale is making you lighter. Keep doing that and keep visualizing. Now you see the Shiva is very close to you, or the sky. Outside distraction are slowly falling apart. Now we have to relax this body which is agitating. So first pay attention to the left feet. Now we are withdrawing energy from this part. Now you're seeing, as you're breathing, you don't feel this left leg any motion, because the energy from that part has been deactivated. Likewise, we are doing from the right feet. We are cutting the energy. So now the body start feeling light. As we are going from the lower energy side, now from our hand, we are releasing the energy. So now there is no energy used on the hand and feet. The body is becoming very light. Now you feel energy when you are sitting on the bottom of the body. Now you're feeling some vibration are happening there. Now we are moving this energy from lower to higher. Now we have removed energy from our digestion system. Now going up, we are removing this energy from the heart. Going further up, we are removing this energy from our throat, our eyes, all senses. But you can still feel you still exist, even though energy has been taken from that part. Now we are ready to travel. Now keep imaging, visualizing. The environment is very silent now. Outside noise has been taken away. Now the air is very light and fragrant. You start feeling as light you have never feel. Now we are going on the higher side because now this body is just like a cloth. As we go shower, we take off. Now we are going to take this divine shower. Now you can see as we are moving, the air is getting cold. Nearby environment, it is Kailash Parvat, where you can see glacier everywhere, blanket of white snow are there. Now slowly there is a music is coming. Om Nami Shiva. That is sound are coming, but there is no musical instrument. This Om sound now you can hear clearly, but there is no musical instrument and you have no ear to see. Now we going further. Everywhere there is a light which is very different. It looks like lot of diamonds are there. You are seeing everywhere. Everyone who is there, they look alike. Everyone seems as many images of Shiva. There are floating images. Soothing music of Om Namah Shivaya is still there. Now you're feeling some drop of mist. They are coming. The scenic is where we have reached to Kailash. We are getting connected with Shiva consciousness, the energy. Now you can feel a different experience where outside noise, chattering is gone. What you're seeing is a bliss, a energy shower, a different vibration, singing, dancing, relaxing. Everyone on that mountain is very peaceful, very shining face. With that, we will keep looking Shiva now in this quietness. So we will try for this 15 minutes. Now I will be quiet for next 15 minutes. Now slowly we will bring consciousness back to body. So start moving your hands slowly because they were disconnected with the energy, and come back to the normal position. Om